yeah, man, I'm like, a lot of people, man, our people is a slave to the so-called white man. And they are, man. You can't tell them that they blind. They don't want to even have a few seconds of it, but they want to sit up there and spend all their time taking care of it. I mean, I get it. People got business to take care of. I get it. I get it. I get it. And you don't want to be disrespectful to them taking care of their business and stuff like that. But at the same time, when you do shit like this on a regular, I mean, you see elderly people all the time, man. They think they in. See, I think what's going on is that the so-called white man got them so programmed and conditioned from probably the 1940s and 50s and 1950s and 1953 and 70s and all of that. I think they still they mindset is still back in the time where they grandfather was born and stuff like that. And when when they still in that mindset in 2022, it's hard to break ice cold ice person like that. You know what I mean? And I don't know why. I guess it was prophesied in the Bible that he said that our people would be rebellious. You see what I'm saying? The most important thing to me right now is that I don't. It's like I'm in an era in my life to where I want wealth, even though I knew I've been poor. I came up poor. I didn't come up in the. We didn't come up, brothers and sisters. We didn't come up in the best of the condition, as far as as far as finances, being well off and all that, and this and that and the third. We don't even really know what that is. You see what I'm saying? To like, for example, to own nothing, you don't own nothing. And even if you did, let's just say if we did, you still got to go to them to get the material to do that. You know what I mean? You still got to pay taxes on everything that you get, so you still don't even own it. You know what I mean? You still don't own it. You think you own it, but you don't. Because at any point in time, if they don't, the people that own this hand, if they don't pay taxes on this property, they can come and take it. Like you ain't. So what does that tell you? You still that means you still don't own it. They saying you own it, but really it's like you're being lied to. Hold on, wait. Yeah, it's like really you just being lied to. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like you still being lied to. So why would you that's what I be telling people, man. But they'll sit right there. You got a lot of the older people sit right up there and try to talk to you and tell you something different or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you know, I guess my family probably think I'm crazy, man. They probably think something wrong with me, man. I know they probably do because of the mindset that I got. I choose to stay out of. It's just certain things you don't do. Just like not eating pork, not eating all that. And you sitting around, everybody eat crab, shrimp, everybody's into all this other stuff. And you be like, nah, I don't eat that. I'd rather have me some turkey or that. Everybody looking around like, what? Like, that's when you talk about a veggie, man, they put you in a lame role, you know? I people something else, man, when it comes to um, interacting and stuff like that. You don't want to just be around people like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta separate yourself from people. It's not like you deliberately want to separate yourself from certain people, but they'll turn around and they whatever the so-called white man is telling them, they got time for him. They got time to sit on the phone and listen to the damn devil lie to him, tell him anything, tell him something sweet. They got time to sit there and listen. They ain't gonna tell him, well, really, I don't have time. I'm busy right now. They ain't gonna tell them that, but they'll tell you that trying to open their eyes up. They look down on us. They'll make it's what's so killing about this. They'll sit up and try to, the one that's warning them about they need to have a better relationship with the Most High and come out the ways of America, the ways of Esau, the white man. They'll look down on you more and condemn you, and look up to Esau, who's killing them every day. They'll look up to him. The very man that enslaved their children, put them in jail, keep them in jail their whole life over some damn weed or some damn drugs. Now you have to ask yourself this question: who in the hell in their right mind just gonna put you in a prison system just for doing drugs to you, doing harm to yourself? Would they're like, well, he doing it to say he doing it. It ain't like the person doing it to nobody else. So you have to ask yourself, well, it's all about making money off of you. It's all about, yeah, that's bullshit. It's money too, but it's something else besides that money. Like, okay, you can find other ways to punish somebody or whatever to make money. Why you just want to make money off somebody just prison? And they benefit off of it more than you and I do. And you have to ask yourself, wait a minute. They say to make money off the person. It's all about making money. It's not about race no more. All of that is to water down the truth, what the so-called white man is doing. Well, it's not about race. It's really, they got Asians in prison. Today in 2022, it ain't even about race no more. They just trying, it's all about money making. Get your ass up out here with that stupid uncle, you slave master, you slave. Talking about some shit like that. You know what I mean? Trying to excuse everything that Esau do. Man, get up out of here. Not realizing how ignorant that sounds. How ignorant it make them look. But they'll try to sit up and make me look ignorant before they make Esau look ignorant. But guess what? Esau murdered George Floyd, didn't he? Esau murdered Trayvon Martin. Esau went into a church in Colorado, I believe. No, California, somewhere around like that, in 2015, and shot and killed 9 black people in cold blood. Nobody looking at them stupid, but they'll look at me stupid for speaking out and warning them against the enemies. They'll look at me as the enemy. How ignorant can that be? How insane. Now, that's what you call insane. That's what you call a slave. You are a true product of slavery. I don't want to work for none of that stuff. Anything that daycare, school teachers, hell no, I don't want none of that. Mm-mm. Come up to me, I don't give a, I wouldn't give a damn if I was qualified for that stuff. I don't want it, and I mean that. I promise you that. Mm-mm. If it ain't got nothing to do with actually helping my black people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people, I won't have nothing to do with it. Mm-mm. If it ain't got nothing to do with me trying to build and making sure, examining myself to make sure that I'm an Israelite and that making sure that who I am according to my seed line go back to, and loving my brother and keeping the 613 commandments and keeping all the Passovers and doing everything that the Most High said do, overcoming and being strong and going out on the streets and witnessing to my people and not just sitting at home and just doing things here at home or whatever and going out there and sharing this information with my people, getting built up in the faith. If it ain't got nothing to do with that, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I ain't talking about no pretending stuff neither, because I understand anybody can come on camera and they can say shalom, shalom. That don't mean nothing. That's why I don't really say it too much when I come on. I mean, I say it, whatever you say what you say and mean it. You know what I mean? Don't just say it because it's just a word like shalom, shalom. Nah, anybody can open their mouth and say shalom, shalom. Which is nothing wrong with it, but for me, myself, nah. The most important, see, when I take hold of this thing, I want to take a hold of it on the real, You know what I mean? Whatever I say, I want to like. If I say it, I want to like. You want. I want to feel. I want to be as though if I was in the present. You want to feel what you're saying. I mean, you want to know what you're saying. You want to sense that and pick up that vibe connection when you do it, not just to be saying it, just to make myself look good or make myself appealing. No, I don't want that. You know, no, man, I don't want to be playing with this thing because God knows. He knows the heart deep down on the inside, and eventually I'll be revealed. Eventually, you'll be revealed. So you can't play with this thing because what the Bible said, be sure your sins will find you out. If it is any in you, it'll find you out. Like they say, you can hide. The older people used to say you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time, partner. You can't do it all the time because eventually you will be revealed. So it ain't good to be playing with this thing. I'm not trying to play with it. I ain't got time for that, man. We too far up, too close to the end of time, and it just ain't no time for all that playing, man, like that. So other than that, man, I'm up out of here, man. I'll see y'all later. I'll probably put up some more content on my other channel. I just want to just come and talk and get this off my chest and just say something just to keep encouraging myself is to go on and do better. When I get off this camera, I don't want to no longer be myself no more wherever I walk. I want to just ask the Most High for His guidance, guide me where He want me to go, where He want me to walk, what He want me to say, what He want me to say, who He want me to talk to. That's how you have to just pattern your life out. Because in this day and age, you got to be careful who you're dealing with. Because I remember listening to some scriptures that one of the Hebrew brothers and sisters was bringing out in their videos. They say, you got to first prove a friend. You got to first prove yourself first. So that's what I try to do, proving myself. And that's what I'm in the process of doing, proving myself, see where I'm at, see who I am, my spirit, see if my spirit bear witness with the Bible, and all those things. So I'm doing that examination all the time. I try to pay attention to my own spirit, or pay attention to myself, pay attention to what you say, pay attention to how you move and how you feel at times, the things you like, whatever it is you like eating, what culture does this, that all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking off into, and I no longer want to be myself when I'm walking out there, but I want the Most High to lead and guide and show me the way. And that's what I'm honestly saying. I'm telling the audience that whoever watched this video that that's what I want, so that I can encourage somebody else is that at least do the same thing and push themselves. All right, until then, I'll see y'all later, and I'm out for the day. Hopefully, this day will end better than what it is right now. I'm out.